Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, we will discuss the best business tablets of 2022. All the product links are given in the description below. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Best HD, Samsung Galaxy Tab S6. This is amazingly slim at 5.7 millimeters from front to back and weighs less than a pair of iPhone 11 Pro Maxes. It also has a significantly smaller footprint than 10.2 inches iPad, thanks to its minimal bezels, and yet Samsung has managed to squeeze in more features. One notable feature is that the tablet has a microSD card slot for expanding the already generous 128GB of internal storage. The product's physical features are limited to USB Type-C, as you might expect on a tablet. Still, the flexibility of this sort of connection means it's relatively simple to attach peripherals such as mice and keyboards and even external hard drives and monitors. Attach a simple USB hub, and it's possible to connect multiple peripherals simultaneously. This really can be a replacement for your laptop. It's split into two parts. One part sticks to the rear of the tablet, providing protection and storage from the stylus. Another notable feature is the Surface Pro style kickstand that can be adjusted to any angle. The other flap, which hosts the keyboard and a touchpad, attaches magnetically to the tablet's keyboard connector and protects the screen when folded away. One area where it excels is its display. While Apple relies on IPS panels for its tablets, Samsung uses a 10.5 AMOLED screen, which provides perfect contrast and vivid colors that are easily matched for the iPad Pro's displays. It's also beautifully sharp with a resolution of 2560 by 1600, equating to an absurdly high 296 ppi. The image quality is exceptional too. Like most current Android devices, this gives you a selection of color profiles which tune the display for different color spaces. The natural option delivers a color range slightly wider than sRGB, offering 102.1% gamut coverage. Vivid gets closer to DCI P3 with an impressive 106.9% sRGB coverage. This is a great tablet. It's powerful yet terrifically light and portable, offers excellent battery life, and works out cheaper than equivalent 11-inch iPad Pros. Best for Apple users, iPad Pro. This has an XDR display on the 12.9-inch and only the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Instead of a handful of backlights on most LCDs or self-illuminating pixels like OLEDs, this screen has 10,000 tiny LED backlights divided into 2,500 local dimming zones. It makes images look more affluent and more accurate than they do. Quality audio completes the luxurious media experience. It lacks a 3.5mm headphone jack. Still, the quad speakers deliver the best sound. The 2732 by 2048 pixel display has other features in an iPad Pro screen, most notably the 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate. It is a standard on Samsung and OnePlus phones, but Apple saves it for the iPad Pro line. The higher frame rate makes the pencil more responsive and scrolling is smooth. The back has a 12-megapixel f/1.8 primary camera and a 10-megapixel f/2.4 125-degree wide-angle camera, along with a LiDAR depth sensor that greatly accelerates augmented reality (AR) and 3D image capture. There's a 12-megapixel 122-degree wide-angle camera on the front, upgraded from the 7-megapixel on last year's model. The main camera records video at 4K up to 60 frames per second. The front camera records 1080p video at 60 frames per second. This year's iPad Pro is a marvel. It's impeccably designed with a screen that's better than your laptops, a pro-level processor, and 5G that's actually too fast for the cloud. It's also infuriatingly saddled with an OS that still embraces a 2012-era idea of tablet computing. The final result is a fantastic tablet that can't justify its luxury laptop level price, because you will need a computer running a non-tablet OS if you want to open more than 3 windows or use a second monitor. Best for travel, Google Pixel Slate. It's a 12.3-inch LTPS LCD with a resolution of 3000 by 2000 and 293 ppi. The color reproduction and viewing angles are excellent, and it's a joy to watch video on. The back is plain, brushed midnight blue, the only option, and aside from a single camera and solitary G logo, it is entirely blank. 2 USB-C ports are compatible with power delivery and data transfer, but there is no headphone jack. There's a USB-C to 3.5mm headphone dongle in the box. The keyboard cover is well built with a soft rubberized outer and a clever magnetic design that lets you use it at any viewing angle. 5 backlighting levels on the keyboard are great, but there's no auto option, so you'll have to keep pressing Alt on the screen brightness buttons to change it. The keyboard also has a launcher key and an assistant key, 2 valuable things you lose without the keyboard purchase. Conversely, battery life is absolutely superb, and the included fast charger works well via either the USB-C ports. We worked on the Slate for an entire 8 to 10 hour working day without having to recharge it. And despite the absence of a headphone jack, the dual speakers are pretty good for Netflix, binges, and films. Best for creative professionals, Wacom Cintiq 16. It's a new budget-priced drawing display from Wacom. It has always done high-end pen displays. The high quality and features are a cut above the rest. The most significant difference is the screen itself. The resolution is 1920 by 1080. That's full HD, but the Pro is 4K 3840 by 2160, so the Pro has twice as many pixels as is much crisper image. The Pro also has a laminated display. Wacom calls this optical bonding. Basically, it reduces the space between the glass your pen is drawing, on how and far below the glass your screen sits. Also, the texture they put on the screen is a film. On the Pros, it's in an etched glass. It goes edge to edge. The most notable feature is definitely the pen here. You're getting Wacom's best pen on their lowest price Cintiq ever. Best overall, Microsoft Surface Pro X. This is a hybrid-style tablet device from Microsoft. The 13-inch display has a 2880 by 1920 resolution and a 3:2 aspect ratio that looks fresher than other Surface devices on the market, thanks to slimming down the previously chunky bezels seen on the Surface Pro 7. It has 267 pixel per inch PPI, which works out to be the same as the Surface Pro 7, due to the differences in display size versus resolution. At the same time, the actual screen is bigger, and you're not getting a clearer image. You're also getting around 96% sRGB coverage and 450 nits of brightness, which is impressive but overshadowed by other similarly priced rivals on the market. Suppose you rein in your expectations a little, though. In that case, you can appreciate the Surface Pro X as a greater secondary device for creative professionals with access to other hardware. The lack of graphical capabilities on the Surface Pro X means that even if it can natively run popular applications like DaVinci Resolve or Blender, you won't be enjoying the sluggish experience. Battery life was touted as a significant benefit of using the ARM-based device, and Microsoft promises on its website that the Surface Pro X can run for up to 15 hours. The design is pretty standard stuff for a Surface Pro tablet. You're getting two USB-C ports, which can be used to charge the device. If you don't have the magnetic Surface Connect, the charger to your hand, still neither USB-C ports nor Thunderbolt 4. So you'll be dependent on buying even more equipment locked into the Microsoft ecosystem for docking the device to additional displays. With this, it's safe to say that things still don't feel incredibly polished for Windows on ARM, but that doesn't mean you should write off the device entirely. Suppose you consider it as an optional tool to help support existing hardware in your kit. In that case, it's a fantastic addition to a workspace. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, please like, share, and subscribe.